This microphone from the NEEWER model CM28 Pro could be really the most advanced mid-range microphone that you can buy for around $100. And today I will show you in many different examples why do I think so.
When you open the NEEWER CM28 Pro box, you are greeted with the first charging case. Inside the case you immediately see the full wireless system, 2 transmitters and 1 receiver already slotted in place. Under that there is a small pouch that includes all the essential accessories: a USB-C cable, an iPhone Lightning cable, a 3.5mm TRS audio cable for DSLR or mirrorless cameras, and the set of wind fluffs for reducing wind noise during outdoor recordings. Everything is compact, travel ready, and designed so you can start recording right out of the box, no matter what device you use. The transmitters are extremely simple and minimalistic. Each transmitter has just 2 buttons: power on and off, record, start and stop. On the receiver you also get a clean setup with just 2 buttons. One for power also allows to switch between 75 kHz and 150 kHz of frequencies for noise cancellation, and another button for switching between the 3 audio output modes, for stereo, mono and MS mode, which is mid-side, which is great if you want more control in post-production. Also, this button regulates the sound volume accepted by the receiver. The simplicity makes the whole system very beginner-friendly. You don't have to dig into menus or screens just to get started. The battery life is more than enough. The transmitters can run for about 8 hours on a full charge. The receiver lasts roughly 9 hours. And of course, the charging case can charge on the go. The system operates on the 2.4 GHz band, which is industry standard for compact wireless mics. But also the downside of it can interfere with other signals that work on the same band, like Wi-Fi. You get up to 200 meters of range in ideal conditions, open space with no obstacles. If you turn back to the receiver, the signal will interrupt even at 10 meters. The receiver allows connecting up to 3 devices. And what is amazing, we get a real-time sound quality monitoring while recording. It means no surprises like buzzing, fuzzing after long sessions.
The thing that I like the most about this NEEWER microphone, it has a built-in memory, 4 gigabytes. It's similar how it has a DJI Mic. You can use just a standalone microphone without connecting it to any cameras, to mobile phones or anywhere else. I'm going slightly up to the hill to make sure that we have some wind, because the weather today is pretty much calm, but in the mountains normally we have some wind, and I wanted to show you how this microphone is fighting with the wind. As I mentioned, the best thing, because of built-in memory, we can use this microphone standalone without receiver. Just snap it here, for example, and then in the editor, video editor, we can synchronize the audio from the main video and from the microphone itself. Alright, so let's start the test number 1. So now I'm using the built-in microphone on DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and also standalone mic from the NEEWER CM28 Pro that is just dangling here. And as you can see, the distance is pretty much standard from the mouth, and I'm walking on the gravel. It means that we have a slight noise that is coming from under my feet. And let's see how the noise will be cancelled and how actually the sound quality will be comparing with the DJI built-in microphone on the camera. As a test number 2, as you can see, I just connected DJI Mic to the same location, but on the left side, where you have NEEWER on the right side, and DJI Mic now is connected directly to DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Let's compare the quality. I'm just walking on the same road. We have a lot of rocks, and also it was pretty wet, so you know, this like the fluffing noise that coming from under the feet. So let's see how the microphones will handle. Both microphones are wearing this wind protection fluffs here. However, there's not windy at all. It's approximately 15 kilometers an hour, but you know, even sometimes slight winds that can really affect bad quality microphone. So let's see how those 2 microphones will handle the wind. And the test number 3. Now both DJI Mic and NEEWER CM28 Pro are using just a standalone built-in memory and recording without connection to the main camera, to the Osmo Pocket 3. Let's compare the audio quality when we are using the microphone standalone. So guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. The audios that you hear now are not edited. Of course, you can enhance the audio in the video editor and it will sound completely different, but we are interested to see how the microphones work when you're not using any video editor in the post. Okay, I'm at the top of the mountains and we have slightly more wind in here comparing to where I was like a couple of minutes ago. So let's compare again native built-in microphone from DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and NEEWER CM28 Pro. just holding here in my hand. Of course, it's the best just to keep it always on a fixed distance from the mouth, not moving it. But also let's test how it will behave if we are just holding this microphone in the hand, because we know that the interviews that people are often taking from the people on the streets, they're just holding this microphone in their hands and the distance is fluctuating all the time. The one disadvantage I noticed is this magnet that allows us to clip this microphone to, for example, to our clothes, to t-shirt. It's very tiny and it's not powerful enough. For example, today when I was detaching this microphone from my t-shirt, I barely touched it and the magnet fell on the ground. So luckily I was already holding the microphone in the hand, so it didn't fall. But in general, I would suggest to keep it, making sure that you keep both magnet and microphone when you detach it. And this is very well known problem for all the microphone. If the wind fluff is on, you cannot close the case, as you can see. Yeah, it will just stuck here. And I think, of course, that this is in order to reduce the size of the box. Well, of course, there are more chances than to lose this wind fluff. And in my opinion, it would be so nice to have this option to actually carry these wind fluffs inside of the case all the time. Because I think that most of us are using such a microphone outdoor in windy condition. Actually, most of us are buying this for the outdoor, for the windy conditions. And I'm sure it would be nice to have possibility to close the box with a wind fluff on the microphone on. The proper audio is a 50% of success for your videos that you create for the social media. And investing into the proper microphone is something that every creator must do. I honestly like this microphone. I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna keep it for myself. And if you enjoyed this episode, just don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.